Hey guys, welcome to another review. I got some time tonight to do this one and maybe a couple of others later on, seeing that it's Friday night. But the first one I wanted to do is I got asked by the developers of Comodo to test out their new release candidate of Comodo Cleaning Essentials. They've added a couple more features here. A couple of things specifically made to take care of real deep dug in malware, rootkits, things like that. So as usual, here it is. Comodo Cleaning Essentials is really meant for advanced users. And in the future, it's probably going to get easier to use for normal people. But right now, if you don't know what you're doing, please don't use it. You can do more damage than good. That's my little spiel. So if you click on options here, you can actually see some of the new things that they added. They added unhook possible kernel hooks, check for suspicious MBR, and create Windows restore point before performing a scan. Then they have the usual check unknown files in memory with DAX, check unknown with instant malware analysis, and automatically updates database. Usual stuff. They still have kill switch, of course, and this is the really advanced one for advanced users. So determining files, they have a bunch of different options you can do with everything. If you go to about here, you can see that kill switch is based on the open source process hacker project, and what they did is they took that and added a bunch of different features to it. Most formally, they added DAX to it, which is what you're seeing here in the verdict column. If you click on properties and you go to verdict, right now it's safe because based on SHA-1, Comodo servers have identified this file as being safe, so there's no need to send it further and do all the fun scans and stuff like that. So, seeing as I have that to test, I have some malware here. Now this malware, none of it right now is detected by Comodo. I specifically weeded out all the stuff that they detect just to really, give it a test, right? So let's get going here and see what we can do. There's all sorts of different malware here, everything from Trojans to adware, spyware, possibly unwanted programs, and all sorts of little different things here. So let's get this going here. We'll see how many I can install before the system doesn't like me anymore. Okay, looks like that one put a fake link on the desktop, Internet Explorer link. If you can't tell that's fake, it must be something wrong with you. I mean, compare them. So we'll let these run in the background. The hard drive's going nuts right now, so is the network. There's bot. Did whatever I was supposed to do. Windows firewall. That deleted itself. That's a real suspicious activity right there, just when something deletes itself. That's never a good thing. And apparently right now, this program won't let anything else run, I bet. Yeah, see, task manager has been disabled, so it's just a bunch of junk. So let's see what we can do now. Seems that right-clicking and running as administrator seems to bypass that program that's running around in the background. Let's Yep, there we go. So now I'm going to do a full scan. Wait a minute. I'm going to change these options. Yes, I know. Full scan, and now I'm going to wait for this to finish scanning. It's probably going to take a good 30 minutes or so because it really dives deep into the computer. So I'm going to pause the video while that's doing its thing, and I'll be back when it's done. Okay guys, so I'm back. Let me explain what I had to do. Because of the infections that I have on here, especially a couple of these fake scanners, I think it's these two, or maybe the one that deleted itself. When you reboot Windows, you have so many things running in the startup that they're able to block Comodo Cleaning Essentials from starting. And because they're doing that, I'll show you right here. I'll show you these. I had to turn all of these off. These are all, well, I swear I turned this one off too. I swear I turned both of these off, but they're back on. But a couple of these, I'm not sure which ones, but they're able to stop Comodo Cleaning Essentials from starting up. And because of that, I couldn't use DAX, and they're also able to stop Kill Switch from starting up, so I could kill them. So all I did is I did a scan, and it found one thing, and we know there's more than one thing on here. So I'm going to clean that, and I'm going to go back and start a couple of these. Now this is the thing with cleaning malware. It's a trial and error thing, and at one point in time you go, is it really worth my time to do this? You know, is it worth all the grief and all that crap to do this? So I'm going to start these two up. I don't even know what they are, and when I come back I'm going to run Comodo Cleaning Essentials, but I'm only going to run an in-memory scan, and it'll be fast. And what that's going to do is it's going to let me use DAX to find those infected files. Now, they are working on a bootable version of Comodo Cleaning Essentials, which is really, in today's world, the only way to properly clean a computer. It's not made for computers that are so heavily infested like this one is to try to clean them from inside Windows. That's practically impossible. So they are working on a bootable version, and that one will really be, it'll take care of a lot of stuff. But until that comes along, you know, you kind of have to do a little bit of playing around, turn on a couple programs, do a quick scan for memory, reboot, make sure it gets those, and kind of work your way around that way. So let me pause the video real quick while Windows finishes starting here, and I'll be back with the quick scan, the memory scan results. Okay, so I rebooted and it took care of that one file, and here's one of those files that I actually got it to start up. And I got Kill Switch able to start up, and right now I can't get online, and I can almost bet you it's because I'm behind a proxy server right now. And that's one of the annoying things. That's gonna be something that hopefully they're gonna change soon, mainly because if you're behind a proxy server on some of these, it blocks everything, so it's not there. Might be inside of Windows. So let me check this out. Okay, so yeah, see, as you can see where it is, it's inside Internet Explorer. And my home page also got changed, as you can see. So I'll change that back. Okay, so we're back online here. I'll reopen up Kill Switch. And you'll be able to see it analyze this file. So let me pause while we get the analysis back. Okay, so
you got the result back. You can see the properties of it here. Dr. Web, Node, Bitdefender, GData, well, which of course we know, Norman, Avira, and A squared. Got them. It's an injector Trojan. So now, I mean, I could easily just right click and delete. Pretty easy to get rid of it. But I want to check out inside Comodo Cleaning Essentials how this, so you can see how it works through the scanner if you don't use kill switch. So I'm just going to do a custom scan, and I'm just going to scan memory. I'm not going to scan for wait a minute. I just want to scan for memory. So it'll scan the memory right now, and it should find that program. So let me pause, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to stop the scan because it's starting to scan the hard drive again. And as you can see, it found that file. So we're going to clean it. It's going to want me to restart now, and I'm going to say no. And I'm going to go back to msconfig here. I'm going to see how many of these I can turn on. See, these are in temp files. I'm going to restart, and I'm going to, once restarting is done, I'm going to do another quick little scan in the memory to see if it finds anything else. Okay, so here, one of those two that I just picked from last time, they both started up those junky ones that stop everything from running. So you can see application cannot be executed, the file vbc.exe is infected. If you click on yes, it will just take you to, well, I'll show you where it takes you to activate your so-called security. So it'll take you online. If I try to run Comodo, it'll pop up, and I'll say yes, and this is what I get. And I can't run it. So you can see these three things here have the very good capability of killing it. See, I'll get this if I try to run kill switch. If I right click and run as administrator, I can get past one, but not this one. If I click no, it just won't run. If I click yes, it will take me to that stupid website. So as you can see, they still got a little bit of work to do on it. When that bootable one comes up, that'll definitely be a real good thing. And what I'm waiting for is for them to be able to use DAX to scan unknown files on your hard drive, not just unknown processes. Because I can get the computer to start up by using tricks and all that stuff, but I can't wait to see DAX being used to scan actual files. Then it'll really be something. It should, once that's done, cleaning will be no problem, and it will just take care of pretty much anything you could possibly imagine. Probably 99.9% of the malware won't stand a chance, even if it's inactive and on the hard drive. So that's it for this review. I'm going to leave it like this. I kind of gave you a couple explanations so you can kind of see what's going on. My personal opinion, there's there's two states of a computer. There's a clean computer and there's an infected computer. By infected, I mean an active infection, not just files thrown on the hard drive that are not working. If the computer is infected really bad, the only way to clean it is to boot up from a CD and go from there. Now there's two types of infections in my opinion. There's infections that a CD or multiple CDs can get rid of, and they'll do a pretty good job. I'll say 95% of the time they'll get them. But every now and then I'll run into a piece of malware that it doesn't matter how many scans I run, I can waste hours of time. It just won't clean. So when that's the case, I just boot up from a CD, take the user's data, put it on an external hard drive, write zeros to their hard drive multiple times, at least 2 or 3 times, to make sure everything's wiped out, and reinstall Windows. While I'm reinstalling Windows, I will take their hard drive and scan it on my computer with multiple scanners to see if there's one, leftover malware hovering and hiding around their data, and two, if I find any type of patching, malware, anything like that, where I can get it taken care of and get out of their data. Once Windows is reinstalled and updated, I'll install protection software. Usually something like, more than likely it'll be Comodo, basically because it has really good protection. I'm not worried about cleaning now because the computer's already clean. I'm starting with a clean slate. Install that, take their data, put it back on their computer, and they're good to go. That's usually the most of what I do, mainly because it's fast. Unless they have a bunch of programs and stuff that they want to keep, and I'll work a couple days on it to get it cleaned, I might have to do that sometimes. But those are some of the procedures that I use to clean infected computers. So, that's it for this review. I'll see if I have time to do another one. If not, we'll see. So everybody, take care, have a good night, and I'll talk to everybody later. Oh, and this malware that I have on here, I am going to be submitting it to Comodo so they can improve their cleaning essentials, so it can get around these blocking techniques that some of these pieces of these rogues, whatever, are using. Just to give you a little FYI. Alright guys, take care.